I'm like eating an ice cream sandwich right now. So if you're wondering why I'm not talking, that's why. But I'm back. Beep boop. AKLO. Uh, I just did Withering Waves, Changli quest. Now, be quiet, me. And I gotta mute myself. There you go. Got more terms and lore here. And now we're gonna do. Did my stamina recover? Yes, it did. Oh my god, already? I'll do that later. Where's my missions? It's a strawberry. Yeah, this one. We're doing this one. Trailblaze Continuance. What's this? Still? Well, let me turn in my credits. I'll just get... Since I already leveled it up to max, I'm not gonna get that much here.
Every touch, every moment is like a thorn.
Wipe along, face buddy! Cheer! Remember to bring more next time!
I haven't actually checked. Am I maxed? Yes. I am maxed. I should be. Now we go back to Astral Express. Let's go. Let's do the quest I want to see. I was literally eating like orange chicken. Those deep fried cheese things. I don't know what you call it. Oh, from here. Hello?
What's up, Pom Pom?
I gotta do the code redeem in a bit. I was like, gonna jump right into the quest. Cheese sticks? No. It's like crab rangoon, but without the crab. Cream cheese wontons. Yeah, those things. Cream cheese wontons. That's one of my favorite things to eat.
Just got a message from the Luofu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
As always, with ours. This is why I don't schedule, because everything F's up.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Yeah, me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday.
Maybe we'll get, like,
Saturday.
in trouble with the
Luofu
10 commissions again.
by holding the war dance there, demonstrating to everyone that they've returned
Oh, wait.
to a state of peace.
I'm gonna get March's new form here that's been
That's what
teased.
everyone said before we
I wonder
went
how
to
good
Credits
she is.
OST.
Or fun,
We'll be
actually.
totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So, here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March,
Man, our
and
Astro
John
Express is
will
gonna
visit
like
the Express
run out of
and
fuel.
enjoy the dance.
We're gonna be drifting out to space
What do you
forever.
two think?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Luofu.
I saw the pom pom plushies. I kind of want them. Dang it. Optional. Hello.
Kalinga Abyss.
Paimon can
How'd you
burn.
expect to find it? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Let's all do the same pose and think with our hands under our chins.
Don't miss us too much.
I won't miss your
We'll pop
black
some
sludge
Leviathan
coffees.
fossils.
Here we
I'll
go.
bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Luofu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves?
Well, at least he's actually coming along.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan
I'm
wants
really
to
curious how
organize a
her
war dance, show that the
change is
Xianzhou
gonna be
Luofu
like.
is stable and safe.
She's gonna be like, I don't want a bow and arrow.
Since
I
you've
just want a
extended an
sword.
invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know?
So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after
Hey,
criminals.
we might actually be doing that. Calm down. Calm down, March. You're gonna jinx it.
This has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
Me? You're the one saying it. This kid who stole all my 50/50s. Give me them jades. Give me them back, actually. Give me back my jades.
Is the Starskip Haven always this crowded? There are so many really hear anything.
Oh, you don't
Yanqing
see the
said General
Stellaron Hunter.
Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
What's her name? Yun Li. Okay, I think I got all the names wrong. I already bought these. Actually, how much do I have of these? I have 27. I don't need that many. I have to recover from the bankrupt era of banners. Not Jane arguing with March. It's fun. It's so just happy-go-lucky, always go with whatever they say, right?
Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Cienjo Luofu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
We did, but the locals were all like, "Come on."
Just go to the spooky parts of the place.
Ha, can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too. Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet. The radiant feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see
Go
attractions.
look at the Heliobus, the Heliobi.
Experiences that you won't find on Penacony.
Surely, and Teleron like you wouldn't get possessed, right?
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
The garden.
Oh yeah! Fixtrol Garden! It's famous for supernatural stuff. With those mischievous heliobi floating around. It's pretty fascinating.
Supernatural? I don't really like scary things, but our clients will love it.
Ooh, it does sound interesting. Let's go check out Fixtrol Garden. Maybe we'll bump into each other there.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
For some reason, this face looks better. Oh. I've been waiting for the quest to, like, continue, but it didn't continue. There's no waiting period. It's a different quest. If you're sincere, do I have to? I'll do that later. A other kid.
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
Sure, I'll do it.
Huh? What are you doing?
March is like, no!
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Oh my god, he's actually talking.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
I mean, Sparkle's not gonna let go.
The last time we came to the Cienjo, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
And there's that. Oh yeah, does anyone remember? Oh, what's her name? The other Foxian who got her neck
I
snapped.
was a bit worried that
No?
holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings. Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends
I
back
only just
reports
heard
of
of these
great
two right
victories,
now.
which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens
Oh,
of
Fei Xiao. I think
abominations
that's
with a single punch.
the one that
I wonder
does
if
the
it's true.
follow-up attacks from one of the teasers of the
If only I
upcoming
could
characters.
witness her prowess with my own eyes.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed
I'm
next?
more interested in Moe's.
Sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astra.
And
been
he's
eager
not
to
even
hear
a
about
5-star,
how
he's a
success
4-star.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
I agree.
He looked away so hard.
All units, assemble quickly. Get ready to protect the crowd.
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
You're just as jinx as March.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Ah, yes, the meaner dialogues.
We'll go with you.
It's funnier that way. Cutscene moment.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Oh yeah, I also saw one of the bosses for MOC. It's like Wolf Boys. I mean, it's, Moonrage State. One stack of Bloodlust. Oh. Looks like they got their own forms. Ow!
Force in here. This ends now.
Ow!
Until everything burns to ashes!
I'll just burn them.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
Let the show begin.
Maybe I should replace Pella with like Aventuring just for extra security.
Nice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
There we go, let's go heal ourselves. What else does the Moonrage State do? Let's say... Speed and bleed. Okay.
Ready for another?
Not good.
Oh, speaking of new characters. Wait, did you just take a sword?
Thanks for the help.
He will always be outshined by some other character.
Could you give me back my...
See, he can't even get his own sword back. Can't even do that.
Ah, Mr.
You lost your sword.
My sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid
Just
we'll have
use
to
one
put
of your
our
other
plans
swords
on
and
hold
fly
for
on
now.
it.
I need to find...
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's...
Are we gonna have people turning into werewolves?
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a
I
moment.
do not remember this NPC.
I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision.
See, you and
without
March, you
ever
jinxed
touching
it,
the
guys.
ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Juming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Ju Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
Can you catch up with them? They're like jumping all over the walls, like they're Sly Cooper or something.
I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission. Maybe I should gather more details from others, so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Condensed dispersed is restored to its peaceful state.
Oh, you look much mature now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Cienjo before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Kobolds.
Those werewolf monsters are
That's
known
not
as
even the.
Borisin.
That's like the
They are
old,
abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a
old
very
D&D reference of kobolds when they're
been a
more
powerful
dog-like.
force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. And their presence has faded over the years. But who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Senjo Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The general
Let's go
wants
hunt
me to
some
take you
werewolves
to the
down.
grounds of Astra. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
And I fetched the popcorn.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. Alright, let's not keep the general waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent.
She carries like one of the biggest swords.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Look, guys, my Stellaron inside me doesn't have anything to do with this, I swear. I get more jades from this. There's so many things.
How time flies.
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwaya. Thank you for your...
Actually, maybe I should switch. Because... Wow, my thing is terrible. No one look at this, please. Why is it gold? Attacker and speed? Oh, because that's what peeps want on it? Yeah, I need to work on my characters. But I'll keep her in. Enable this team.
Don't mention it. Thank
Just
you
so I
for
have more
taking the time
coverage
to
on the
work.
weaknesses.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express. Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams.
It was weird. You're like fighting this giant choir thing. I'm just kidding.
General Hwaya. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the first
I also need to put this
of
up.
the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call.
There you go.
Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of
Now that I'm not playing Withering Waves, I can open more of the things.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the
Alok's the one that stole the sword.
Indeed. There's John Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great.
Yeah, go give the sword back, woman.
To see so many
And
talented young people
little
around
girl.
here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh, now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starscape Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target.
Yanqing is not getting it.
And helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
She's making fun of him now.
Hold on a second, Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Luofu Swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing, she's a great sword user.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet.
Instead of a Cloud Quintet, there's a Flame Wheel Octet.
Today, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
There's 8 other people.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles.
So that means we're gonna have like 8 new characters from the Octet?
Yoon Lee
Or
is still
nah.
just a young girl. A bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
I'm curious now.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yoon Lee to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Lingsha.
Once you've helped our guests get settled,
Is that the character I'm
go
waiting
to the
for?
artisanship
Or
commission
like,
for me.
kind of interested?
I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship.
I'm like, but then
Qingzu
there's
sent word that the IPC members are
spaceship.
protesting
And you know what?
and wish
I
to
don't
have
know
their
my
cargo
character.
back.
I don't know my characters, man.
See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem.
She's still making fun of them.
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission.
Yeah, who are they? I want to know. Name drop them.
All train under Grandpa's guidance, learning
I need
the
them
art of
deets.
craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual. Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war?
Good thing you can't take my sword. I only have a baseball bat and a sphere. You know what? Now I can't even see my character using a sword. Doesn't feel right.
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and
Oh,
prizes,
can I defeat him? I'll do it.
making a name for
I'm the
yourself.
galactic baseballer.
Sounds tempting, doesn't it? I have some things to do. Besides, little Yanqing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along. Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different. Besides,
Just straight
this
up.
sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now,
Oh.
I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry.
I want to see the conflict.
So he can
It's
forget
revenge
about
for all
it
the
now.
50-50s he took. Scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thought of impending troubles you will face. She had wandered off on her own. What you got to say?
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease. Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes.
The boring parts. I don't like diplomatic
It's just,
stuff.
you know,
I want violence.
talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC. Their non-stop corporate babble. Well,
I literally
let's not
met
worry
the
about that
Stoneheart's
for now.
peeps. You don't
Shall I
have
take
to
it to
tell
the
me
end?
that. You don't have to tell me what the IPC does.
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating.
Oh, we haven't even seen the other one
Might
yet.
there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Genuine. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter
I mean,
General's
some peeps
battlefield goes beyond
who are
physical.
possibly lurking already knows more about this than me, because I did not watch
Title of
the
Arbiter General holds
Star
a
Rail
weight far
streams.
greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing,
Is that needed? The ins and outs of the Ambrosial Arbor.
specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huai. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Oh. Oh, there you are. Wise, other callous.
We are Jiaoqiu and Mosa, retainers of the Merle's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter General.
I don't know if he's good yet. Especially since I have Akron, but I don't know.
Come to visit, but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
She look at the dragon, the noodle. The Palace of Astrum.
Drat, I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
I don't think you'll ever get it back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's
Oh,
so
just for a
unusual
war
about
dance
it?
thing, right?
They
Now we
simply
got all
received
kinds
an
of trouble
invitation for
popping
day
up.
one.
Look what you
Just
did,
like the
March.
crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion at Ventilia's ski.
I still wish
are merely
Don
one side of
Shu's
the
quest
story to
was
the
like
other Arbiter
more.
Generals of the Alliance. only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence.
Especially since I took that stranger medicine.
creating an endless source of
Well, it
potential
doesn't seem to be doing anything. Especially, I think the
Impose your
Stellaron burnt it away, but whatever.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jing Yuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard
You
that
both
Alchemist
jinxed
from
it,
the Juming
guys.
diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Zhu Ming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions.
Something's fishy around here.
Is under tremendous
Something
pressure
sus.
right now. But I was completely oblivious to his troubles.
Oh, I forgot about the.
How naive of me.
I forgot about the.
Don't think like that.
Yeah, let me claim the stellar jades from the drops.
If you wanted to do something for the general, it's not like
And
you can't do anything.
also I have to put the.
Did I say something wrong? Again?
Real master
Miss March is
conversation.
right. I don't have the skills to share the general's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle...
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
We can never rest, can we?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
We just came from the like.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've
Oh, you finally mentioned it.
We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit.
With you turning into a scaredy cat. I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
She's mentioning the Ethereum Wars when I messed up the engine of creation or something. Redemption code. Did I put it right? Yeah, I put it right there. There you go. March to Mastery A Star is Born. So we got a bunch of shades and stuff for her thing. I wonder how good she is. Her Eidolons. Can I look at her stuff right now? My sword zaps demons. I'll probably end up trying her out. There's probably like a tutorial or something for this. Oops, that's not it. That's not it. From Growls to Grace. Yeah, I don't have that yet. I'll have to continue.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
I'm not this skin.
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arumala?
Yeah, I was like, oh, not this again. The toxic.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
Are we gonna go Ace Attorney on this?
Straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And
Not
my
this
answer
guy
is
again.
crystal clear. Not keep detaining my cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Did I just hear a dog barking?
You jerk. Who are you calling a dog? Wait. Why are you here?
Uh-oh.
Staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm gonna make this guy bark
Looks
again.
like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal
Good
with
for
the
me,
IPC
bad for him, more like.
What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Luofu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. First,
Let me handle this, guys. I'll break him down so hard that he just loses his entire salary.
That's why they called me here to double
Like he'll just go unemployed.
Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Luofu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
Is it the Borison in there or what?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the
I hope
Alchemy
not.
Commission for further confirmation. In any case,
Just open the
according to our
cargo up.
regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. This IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations.
Can you
on
imagine being on the airport be like, I don't want to.
Without further inspection,
You're not
there's no
allowed
way
to
the
scan my
Skyfaring
luggage.
Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right?
Yeah, don't worry,
dealt
Yang
with him before,
Ching. I'll
looks like I'll
destroy
have to
him
rely on you again.
somehow.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Ah, no, not yet, Scott. Equal or higher. Immediately ends. What happens if he goes 0? Does it end? I guess I don't want him to
As I
go
recall,
too negative.
This guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our
This
own
again.
laws
I know
and
I said Ace
regulations
Attorney.
According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Double the results of this round. Smoke and mirrors? Skips this round of negotiations. Well, what if I
The
just...
Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Oh, there's a profile on them. Does that mean you have to do this for different NPCs? He has to abide by rules. Good old violence, I wish. What if I just...
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after
Am I
the
supposed to
inspection,
make
the
him
Express,
0?
I mean, the Skyfaring Commission...
It's an
will
automatic win? I
compensate.
don't know.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't
It's the
doubt
sass
the
of that
financial
voice.
strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money. Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Sure.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those pertaining to the transportation safety, shall be the sole liability of the consignor. Well, only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them.
My character looks so worried.
As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? The complexity of legal studies are indeed challenging. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Try to bribe him. What the... Previous round of negotiations? That didn't show up before. What if I skip it?
Alright, we understand your position, but rules are rules and we can't bend them now. However, we'll note down your concerns and pass them on to management. They'll keep you updated on any developments.
Just straight up. End it.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal.
Something tells you this is not gonna be the last time I talk to him.
So, Mr. Scott, Are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cianzhou as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the
Lingsha?
Cianzhou Juming.
Yeah, I'm getting the names mixed up. What does she do?
Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
I tried so hard to negotiate this.
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Cianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can
Oh,
only
there we go.
leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
What?
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Karen mode.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Are you like part dragon? You got like long ears and like scaly looking legs and stuff.
Step aside, guys. Let them
I
do
don't
the
see no
inspection.
tail though. Or horns.
Mr. Scott!
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
I'm not sparing
Well,
any
honestly, at least
empathy
you're not as
or
annoying as
whatever.
that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
Oh, believe me, I'm just being sarcastic.
Lady, really something else. Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by
Fabulara,
its engines will
hello.
be filed with the
It's also a
IPC.
cutscene moment. That's not safe.
Turn it off.
Okay, you guys are always trouble. Damn you, IPC. When allies inflict a terror grip, attacking cast for terror grip once can dispel. Fall into terrified state. Ah, I'll be paralyzed basically?
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Oh yeah, what if I have a bunch of effect res, huh? Actually, I have no idea about that. There, get the burn and then just explode it, please. Usually I don't give shoutouts in the cutscene, but since we're not that in a cutscene now, I will give a shouties. There you go. Playing Sims 4? I haven't played a Sims game in so long.
What do you want to know? Memories are beneath the
Oops.
water's lies and endless
The
abyss.
clip though.
I weep for the departed.
Be gone! I knew it. I shouldn't have used my breaker team. Even though it's not that bad, but still.
On the still waters of oblivion. Mind your manners.
Turn out your pockets.
Hedge your bets. Watch your head.
I've been working on my Black Swan. Let's see if she
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
can do better damage.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Uh-huh, no problems, right?
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days?
Exactly, tell him March 7th.
Dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it.
Shikwe? How am I supposed to pronounce these guys' names, man?
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Sort of stuff inside there? Is there a body inside there?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology?
Yeah, what the heck is that? That's messed up.
Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving
They're
my life.
always this
Your sword
tricky.
skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the general's retainers were all burly martial masters.
He wasn't even in the fight.
So...
Miniature.
As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right?
I love poking fun of characters in this game.
So impressive. It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
I mean, I guess. Can I... Huh? I never did this? Don't look at me, guys. That's like skill issue right there. I apparently have never did it. I'll do that later.
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara,
Yeah, you are a Vidyadhara, aren't you?
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes. I grew up
Where's
here,
your horns and tail?
listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers.
Or are you
at
just
the
hiding it?
Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands
Yeah, that thing
of
looks
years.
beautiful, but it's
And
like
now
a
that the
curse.
ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality. My bad. Well,
Yeah, where's the
since
tea?
you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Don
I wonder how
Hung
she
and
plays.
Tianqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by
When
the
I first saw her, I was
Alliance to
like,
come in
Sushi?
and
Is that you?
clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out...
Thank you
What
for your
the?
valuable
You gave me a heart attack. Honk honk, 4 months since you've been a
While the Lux arrow from the rainbow
four
possesses
months.
unparalleled power to sever
4
the ambrosial
months?
arbor, it can't sever more
Fabs, you bitch. Get bullied. How dare you?
Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the
What
remnants
if
of
I
the
did
disciples
this?
of Sanctus Medicus,
Huh?
but
What if I did
manage to
this?
calm the
Brace your
hearts and
ears.
minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears
No,
knew
it's
this well,
Louise.
and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, Vidyadhara
It's
are still only mortal
Louise.
beings. 40 years ago, my mentor served as
Hello,
Alchemy Commission's
Ube.
Cauldron Master.
What
He
the
recognized
fuck?
the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance.
Hello,
Unfortunately,
babe.
even though she was skilled in
How
the
you
art
doing?
of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy
That's the
Commission.
best. Shout out
In the
clips are
end,
so funny.
she was framed and exiled to the Juming.
How dare you draw
I
your
was
wheezing
also
face?
implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General
No,
Jing
you.
Wen himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are
Trying
not
to get used
just
to
the
a new
remnants
sleeping
of the
schedule
disciples
for
of
work.
Sanctus Medicus, but even the
I
divine
took an
foresight
extra nap, so I'm like, I'm trying to stay up right now. 4:39.
Alas, why is your
Almost
face turning pale
there.
again, Jing?
Gotta wake up my sibling.
Don't worry about it.
I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him.
Go beige? No, I'm streaming. This is my only income. And I want to stream.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you. Yunli, why aren't you with your grandpa?
Everyone looks so disappointed. What's with them?
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce
Uh-oh.
you to Yanqing.
Oh no.
What a small world.
Oh,
You stole my sword. Give it back.
24-hour stream.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you?
Yunli does not like this kid at all.
Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle
Oh,
to stay calm when your sword is
tell
unsheathed.
him. Why don't you?
Now that I see you
Tell him what
again,
you really think.
I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense?
Excuse
I've
me.
been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't be
No, don't do that. It might be too loud for the stream.
Sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it would
This
just be
piece.
taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a
There she is.
different story.
She's right there, guys. Just to make sure.
Fine. You don't have to give it back because I'll take it back myself.
It's just a war dance.
Between these two, who do you think is coward? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate.
You were about to say it. You're about to say it. I heard you, Dan Hong. I heard you.
Definitely not how I imagined celebrating it. Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way.
Don't worry, guys.
Since you've already
It's
drawn
not
your
me playing with a
sword, I'd be
soundboard.
disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've
I'm doing some
received
story
reports
quests
that
right
the
now.
Mission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Honkai is hilarious with the vine boom.
Sounds boring. It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate.
You gotta time it right.
You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
Look at this bitch over here, just lurking my stream causing chaos and yet doesn't say anything.
Shall we get going?
Oh, my PC!
There we go.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee.
I don't know how long this quest is, but it's not just one quest and like Withering Waves, so I'll probably do another stream of both Withering Waves and Honkai again. What does that have to do with anything? You're not using the soundboard right.
While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Cause all you say is a joke. Oh, why do I have to be as the kid? I don't want to be Yang Qing.
Quite a mess. Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your sword, and make sure you don't. Can we start now, Lingsha?
You replaced one of my. Why did you do that? Why? I don't even have the right team for him. God dang it.
Hedge your bets.
I was not paying attention. Anyways. Does it count if the allies kill him? I hope so.
That's half the work. I weep for the departed.
If not, this is gonna be so hard.
It too shall fall.
Oh no, it counts.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
You're playing some potatoes on my stream?
Watch your head.
Strike apart.
What the hell? I have to really update the soundboard, man. I have not touched it at all. And I want to remove one of them. I want to remove the terribly loud one.
You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like this.
I like how Yang Qing is not even saying anything.
No dirty tricks, alright.
I can't build up my debuffs that fast. This is lame.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Can't even build up his ultimate. Solo raid to your chat. Why?
Bladed flight. Practice is over. Swords descend.
I hit the mark.
What are you doing? Because I need to be bullied. I'm just doing the story quest right now.
Still waters of oblivion. Watch your head.
Well, technically I'm doing battle right now, but anyways.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for swordplay. Strike apart.
Yang Qing, you suck for my team. You're so terrible. Because I don't have the right setup for this.
Destiny is apparent. Memories are ever beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
A one-time enemy. Bladed flight.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
I win, Miss Yunli.
Did I? It looked like a draw.
Why don't you just give me back my sword? Sincerely apologize.
Oh my
to your grandpa.
When you say that, I literally can't tell if my PC's audio or my stream audio is fucked up right now.
Nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Hey, no sound effects in the cutscene. Wanna see this?
Well fought, my young friends.
Oh hey, the other character.
However,
I forgot her name.
both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from
No, you're not just a patient. Look at how she dresses.
Oh my
I thought I'd see my fill of
That's
impressive
your.
fights
I.
during the war
You know what? I
dance.
can't even tell if that's
Yet
on me
here
or you.
I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places.
Just say your name,
Well,
Foxian
the
woman.
Luofu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
How dare you?
What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao?
That's her name, Fei Xiao.
Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you are...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Great General. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General
I
Fei
think
Xiao for
after
her
this
guidance
part, I'm
and
gonna have to
bury the hatchet?
wake up my sibling and then go raid out.
Here's your sword.
You're just spamming potatoes.
Or it might get taken away again.
This bitch over here.
By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan.
Like, isn't she related to
There's more
Genuine?
those
I don't even know.
personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
I'm half paying attention and half asleep, not gonna lie.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight.
I don't even know how Fei Xiao even plays.
After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up.
Unless
I really had to get
that's a
tough.
different character I'm thinking of
Now,
that
if
has
you'll excuse me,
the follow-up attack? I don't even know, man. Moment later, Fei Xiao leisurely walks to the ancient seaside.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan.
I want this guy. I want Mose, and he's not even.
So,
He's a 4-star.
It appears that the divine foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But I know you're going to say but, right?
But The influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Mose, aren't you literally like an assassin?
At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street.
I'm gonna put this on autoplay and then like BRB.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Zhou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days.
Three different soundboards. Well, there's one on Discord, and back then Discord didn't have a soundboard.
As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Of course I had that bot announcement, Coco. What?
You really know how to read the room.
You think I wouldn't? I mean, look at the title of my stream. It's always there.
I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. You think so too, right?
Can't make fun of him again.
I agree.
Ignore Xingqing.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some.
No, he took all my 50-50s. I will never march.
The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, Generals
I see
don't
you
fight in
playing
the
around with
rain
that
during war
soundboard.
dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can
Unfortunately,
prevail
I don't
against
know if I
most
can
challengers.
separate the Discord soundboard and the voice, like people's voices on Discord. I only have one.
He has something important to discuss.
One audio source.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huayan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos.
He keeps
in the Luofu
dropping
Hm.
F-bombs, Coco. Crossing of Blades and Hearts. And this? Oh, it's Jin's use my characters too. And the other peep. Collect all possible enemies. Saga Primeval Blade? Uh-oh. What's my next mission before... Yeah, I am nowhere near unlocking March other form. Bad words is not an F-bomb! It's some kind of F-bomb. F. Okay, let's open this. Be quiet, Twitch. Mute the site. Let's see. I have raided Drinks a few times. But what about the other peeps? My other friendos, actually. They're doing the quest too. Alright. Perfect. Gets banned. I'll break the rules and flirt with you. Oi. Only you can flirt with me. Only you, Ube. Anyways, you guys didn't hear that. Ending the stream. Every other Discord stuff will be muted. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the two quests. Oh my god, they were lengthy. This one is a lot longer, obviously, because it's Honkai Star Rail 2.4. We'll be continuing that. And who I'm going to raid is another one of our friends. She's playing Honkai Star Rail right now. So it's like, I don't think she's not even ahead of me. So it's perfect. So 3, 2, 1, 5 million something 760. Go. Shoot. Why are you guys still here? Huh? Hmm?